All right. And hello, everyone. How we doing? Welcome to another Horror Comedy Hangout podcast episode.
Yay! It's been a while.
It's been a little while. Yes.
So exciting.
So this episode, I need you to ponder.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider dating an AI robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big ponder.
It's a big ponder. That's the movie we're reviewing tonight. It's called Companion. And that's the question I'm asking. So stay tuned. And welcome back to the Horror Comedy Hangout podcast. My name's Chris, the independent filmmaker.
I'm Jess, not the independent filmmaker.
That's right. And it's been a little while. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
It has been.
Yeah, so sorry out there, everybody. We've been a little swamped with everything going on.
Life has taken over our lives.
So we're going to start picking up pace here. There's a lot of good films and there's a lot of good people that I want to talk to out there and interview to bring them all to you. So more to come. It's going to be coming a little faster in the next few months coming up. But for right now, we have this one. We're going to be reviewing the movie Companion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that came out a little bit. That's the other thing, too, is like,
this came out
a couple months ago.
Yeah, I was going to say beginning of the year, I think.
Beginning of the year. And that's what the other thing is. We're a little behind. Our next two movie reviews are a couple months old.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah,
They're still fresh. They're still out there.
I missed it, but that's okay. So like I said, we're going to be reviewing The Companion. A little bit about that one. This one, from the IMDb page, it's a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin that turns into chaos after revealed that one of the guests is not what they seem. A little bit of a heads up. This is going to be a light spoiler review. Light spoils in this one. Yes. So if you have not seen the movie and you don't want any light spoils, just don't watch this until you watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly. See the movie first, then watch us second.
Correct. So yeah, this is about a girl and a guy that go out to their friend's cabin way
out there.
And his friend Sergey and his girlfriend are out there. They're hosting this party with another couple, another guy and another guy couple for a weekend getaway, and things go a little
haywire.
Yeah,
they go a little off the rails.
So
who does this star?
Who's this star? Well, this is very exciting for me as well. Who the stars in it? So we have Jack Quaid, which he's taken off quite a bit lately. He has been in a TV show that I love on Amazon called The Boys, a very popular TV show. He also has done Scream, and what else did he do?
He did something else recently, and I forget. I'm drawing a blank.
You're drawing a blank. Oh yeah, The Hunger Games. That's what it was. The Hunger Games. That's what it was as well. A really fun guy to watch. I really enjoy his acting and everything like that. Another one we have is Sophie Thatcher. Another one that I've been loving to watch as well because I watch her on Yellow Jackets.
Yeah,
she's on Yellow Jackets TV show. She's also did Heretic, which we kind of reviewed.
I didn't even recognize her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's like two different looks.
She's like a chameleon a little bit on that. So she was in Heretic with what's his name?
Why are we
Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
Hugh Grant.
We are just messing up already.
Maybe. So yeah, she's done that. She was in Maxine.
Oh yeah. Good.
And The Boogeyman. So she's been doing a lot. She's another one of those to watch as well coming up.
And she did an amazing job playing this character.
She did. And we also have Lucas Gage as well. He's on the hit popular show White Lotus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So he's done some episodes on there. So it's a really good cast. I also want to call out Drew Hancock, who was the writer director of this film, and this is his first feature.
Yeah, it's his first feature.
Schwaway into.
Is that one of the little spoilers?
No.
Okay.
No, we'll go into spoilers soon. This is not. This is all the stuff you can read before you even know. This is just the homage to these independent filmmaker people out there that are just trying to make their way through. He's done a lot of TV stuff, and he just hasn't done a lot of. This is his first feature film.
I would say he hit this one out of the park.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna tell him right away, aren't you?
Oh no. Well, spoiler number one.
Mm,
Womp
that's your
womp.
spoiler. We're not talking about movie spoilers as well. We need to talk about movie spoilers, but yes. So this Drew kind of resonated with a lot of filmmakers, a lot of independent filmmakers, because he wasn't getting jobs. He was writing scripts and like things like that, and he's like, he just this was during COVID. He just kind of put everything into one script. He's like, what is my voice? Because as a writer, you got to find out what your voice is. So he
Mhm.
had to figure out what his voice is, and then what does he like? You know, he likes because this is kind of a dark comedy. This is a thriller. It
Mhm.
borders on horror. So
Oh yeah, I
you
would say.
know, obviously we're the horror comedy hangout podcast. We go towards horror. So I took it as a little horror.
I definitely took
Um,
it as a little horror.
so she did as well. Yeah, she's like the gateway horror. But
Yeah.
as far as your filmmaker, writer, people out there, it's just, focusing on that,
Yeah.
your voice as a writer and what you like to watch. People always like, what should I write? Write something you like to watch.
Mhm.
This is what you like to watch. So back to the film, what we are talking about. So, they
Mhm.
go out to this cabin. The big thing with the spoiler is she may not be a human, right?
Oh, yes, correct. Yeah, definitely for me, I was kind of thrown off a little bit when I kind of found out who she really was. And then
Yeah,
I
because
was like, oh, this is good. Okay.
because they throw a little carrots throughout that you don't recognize.
Yeah.
Because I've watched it twice now,
Mhm.
and going back through it the second time, you're like, oh yeah, she was
Mhm.
acting very AI robot
Robotic, like,
throughout
yeah.
the beginning of the film before you notice that she is.
Mhm.
The group has a plan, an evil plan,
Oh, yeah.
and it
Very
kind of
evil.
involves Sophie Thatcher's character as the companion robot.
Mhm.
Um, and she's not in on it.
Yeah. She's like completely blindsided by it. And it's just so interesting to see her journey going through this cooked up plan. And
Yeah,
yeah, I
because
don't want to give too much away, but yeah.
no, that's a slight spoiler. So
Okay, another slight spoiler.
so yeah, this is kind of like that relationship because Jack Quaid plays this character who is really not a nice guy.
He's a jerk.
He orders this companion robot because he's lonely and he's a really kind of a jerk. So
Mhm.
he's really not a nice guy, and he kind of treats her
Mean.
not so well.
Yeah.
Not so well. So it's about that relationship, that girlfriend boyfriend relationship. But what throws it for a loop is that she is an AI robot, and that's kind of where my thought goes with this film is just all that. What about, because AI has become such a big thing these days,
Mhm.
and I'm like, okay, well, obviously these companion robots are coming. I even saw it on the news yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before that somebody you can order some of these kind of companion type
Really?
similar robots. So it's like it's coming, and so it kind of brings up those issues of origin and question
Mhm.
about AI robots and
Kind of the
the
do's and the don'ts, if you
the moral and ethical
will.
issues of
Yeah.
interacting with a robot and the purpose of their life. And that's what this this film really, if you the good thing about this film is you can dig deep into this film,
Mhm.
or you can watch it as a surface level kind of film, which is, a kind of,
It's
I don't know if it's typical, but it is, you know, this group of people come up with this plot to, do this thing, and
it goes
it
very
goes
wrong.
very wrong. It goes very
Yes.
wrong.
But I like the flashbacks in the movie because it kind of starts to piece together like the whole journey through the movie. So that's what I love. It's like the beginning you think like it's a flashback, spoiler alert. But you think like that's where the movie just picks up and it's just going to shoot off from there, which it does in a way, but then it goes back to that opening scene and you're like, "Oh, this is interesting." And then it kind of all starts to click into the pieces of the puzzle and
Yeah, I do like those kind
flow
of
with the
I do
story.
like those films that you play through kind of a little bit and then it kind
Mhm.
of goes back and fills in the pieces.
Mhm.
That's always fun. I know a lot of people go, "Hey, I figured out this movie already." And
Mhm.
I try not to let myself, figure out the movie. I want to go on the ride. So I'm always surprised when I see all that stuff
Yeah.
for the first time. But
Yeah.
so this that's the spoiler part of it. She is a companion robot, like this
Mhm.
emotional support. robot for Jack Quaid's character.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, easy for me to say.
But then it's also interesting because the gay couple that is there, you also learn, can I say this too?
I guess it's a slightly spoiler.
It's a slightly spoiler.
Free.
One of them is a robot in the relationship, and you kind of find out their dynamic. And it's really interesting in the film to watch Jack Quaid and Sophia Thatcher's relationship versus the gay couple relationship. And then how those two characters as robots start to evolve and realize things. And
Well, you realize that also he's Jack Quaid's companion, Iris. He's treating her like crap, and then the other couple is more of a, they
they
get
love each other.
they get along
Yeah, it's
better.
great. But it's just so interesting to see the two dynamics like play and intertwine in the movie, and how, the
Right, but
relationships.
They also, let's go deeper.
Oh,
So she isn't a ruthless robot. Well, you can
well,
set them
yeah.
to different levels. She is not a ruthless robot, and that's what I really liked about her. She the funny part that the blurred lines in this movie is she has insecurities and the feelings of, the soft human person. She does feel emotion and insecurity. So it really crosses that line about, like, is she really a robot or is she a human? And you kind of, sometimes you kind of get lost in that. And maybe to Drew Hancock's praise for his writing is he did feel like he did write it as almost a human character, but she's AI. So you kind of start,
you start feeling what she's feeling in a way.
Would you really feel emotion for a AI robot? I would say no initially, but I watch it and I'm like, oh no, you're rooting for a character that's not a real character,
It's a lot. But it's just so interesting to go back to what you said. It's, their emotions are all like played out off of a cell phone. So it's, them discovering that you can be a really dumb person in a way, to say, for lack of a better word, or they could make you a very smart to very angry and aggressive. And there's all this balance and all this emotion, especially like Chris was talking about. And it's so interesting to watch that. And then you kind of start to see the humanistic
humanistic characters.
Yeah, I was saying that right.
Yeah.
Tongue twister. Yeah. Come out, and like both the characters that are being played as, robots. So
yeah.
It's good to.
Well, she has that drive to live and and to survive through what's going through it. You just kind of, you lose yourself in that character, because obviously Jack can't take responsibility for his actions, and he needs to keep abusing her throughout the film, and he always needs to kind of submit to her in a way.
Yeah,
he always wants her. Yeah, he's always he's groveling to get her back, and it's like it really blurs the lines between AI and actually human.
It's almost a very like dominant and submissive role between the two characters as well. So
to me, she ended up more human than Josh in a way.
Jack's Quaid character, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah. Jack Quaid's character.
We are messing the names up tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack. I know you're out there watching.
We usually mess at least somebody's famous name up at least once in every podcast. So
we do.
We got to keep it on
somebody completely different. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that.
So to me, again, this kind of goes. I've talked about this. It's not so much a trope to me, but it's like, who is the monster in is it the robot or is it the human? Because the human created the robot. The human made the robot
a certain way or act a certain way.
So who is the bad person? So to me, it's always the human is always the bad one. Kind of everything reminds me of The Shape of Water, I guess, because I reference that movie a lot, but because of the monster was the nice one and the humans were they're really the bad ones. So it's like you've created this character, not Shape of Water, but Companion. You've created this character and you have control over it. So what's the ethical, where's the ethical balance in that?
Yeah. But it's definitely one of those movies you got to sit down, you got to watch. It's also got a little comedy in there. So it definitely
It
has
does.
its
The
moments.
comedy hit really well.
Mhm.
I like the dark comedy. It's just like that over ridiculous thing. You're like, oh my God, that's just ridiculously graphic or horror or funny
Mhm.
that you're just like, I gotta laugh at that. It's just the
Yeah.
absurdity of things. That's where that dark comedy comes from. And I like that
Yeah.
as well. Her character really resonates with me because I write underdog characters in my films and my screenplays. So to me, she was the underdog character.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you really an AI robot?
No, 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 no. God, I hope not. You know, I hope not.
No,
So
you're not. He's
that's
not.
I'm not. So I liked her character. You know, this movie really calls out what defines life. You
Mhm.
know, did you create an AI robot that has emotions and feelings? Now, you know, are you playing God in a way
Mhm.
about, you know, turning her up, making her aggressive, making her not aggressive?
Making her
Um,
dumb, making her smart, making her
yeah,
submissive, making her
you
this.
know, so
It's interesting.
can an AI have the that kind of life that you've created? Because
Mhm.
that's where we're going today in the tech world is having them be able to learn things and be able to evolve on their own
Mhm.
without us inputting anything. So I think Drew really captured that with trying to write in the future
Mhm.
into
Yeah.
this horror dot comedy mystery thriller kind of thing.
Mhm.
And that's I guess those are the spoilers that I'm going to give. I don't want to give too much of the film because
You gotta go watch it.
things go horribly wrong. Obviously, there's blood, a little bit of blood, and
Mhm.
you know a little bit of betrayal. Because that's the good thing too. It's like you're all friends when everything's going great, and once everything falls apart, all the friends start turning on each other
Mhm.
and everything like that. And now it's all one for all kind of thing. So that was a good part. There's a little twisty at the end
We
when
can't give it
when
away
the
yet.
company comes back to pick up
Oh, you're just gonna go for it.
their robot. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because then you kind of like hear the chit chat between the tech guys that come out,
Well, yeah, they really.
and it's interesting because then it's kind of like everything that's happened in the movie up until the point that they come out and are chatting. You're like, interesting,
Well,
and
because they bring up a lot of ethical
yeah, they bring
uh,
up the blurred lines.
blurred lines of of abuse,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying. It's a
It's
really to me this is a really deep movie since we're going that way in the world with AI. That what are those lines? You know,
Mhm.
because we're going to be there sooner or later, and obviously
Oh,
these companion robots are coming.
yeah.
So you
I
know,
mean,
do
hey.
they have feelings or not? I mean, you can
Mhm.
answer out there, and you know how you can answer. You can subscribe, which because we need more
Yeah,
subscribers.
subscribe.
We really need more subscribers. Please like and comment. I reply to all the comments. There's not a lot, so it's really easy to reply to. But if you do start writing stuff, I'll definitely reply. That to me, what it is, because we were talking about this with a friend the other day, and he was like, you know, about the movie. But I said on surface level, you know, maybe it's just your kind of typical maybe
Horror
heist, horror
comedy.
comedy heist kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I think if you go deeper and try to start answering those questions and then look at it from that point, as well as, you know, Jack Quaid and Sophie Thatcher, they're amazing in their own with their characters. They really bring it. All the characters really
Yeah,
do. They're all
everybody did an amazing
everybody has
job.
their own voice, which is really good because that's what you want in a movie.
Mhm.
Everything you don't want it to sound all the same as well. Pacing's good. It's quick. You know, it's
Mhm.
an hour and 35 minutes. So
You will not be bored from beginning to
you're not
end.
bored on
There's
that.
no.
No.
Mm-mm. No, it's such a like it's such a good movie, and I think to go back and I think to watch it first surface level and enjoy the movie in that way and then go back to watch it the second time and then really look at the movie as more than just surface level is really probably what's going to resonate more with what we're saying and what we're talking about. It's such a big topic out there like
Hmm.
Chris said. I almost called you Jack.
Yeah, we've been saying
We've
Jack a
been
lot,
saying
haven't
Jack
we?
a lot.
I
It's
won't
such
forget his name now.
yeah, I'll start calling you Jack. Um, I don't know, lost my train of thought now.
Train
But
of thought.
lost my train of thought.
Dang it! Dang it!
But anyway, it's so interesting to see that relationship and watch her become more than what she is in a way. Another spoiler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's watching her grow and to become her own person, which is weird to say, I guess, but
her own
person.
robot person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, it is kind of some of it's a little typical, so that may be a little negative. But the other thing that was a negative is don't watch the trailer, because I saw a couple interviews on with Drew and Sophie and Jack, and they talked about how much to give away, and what's a trailer. They seem to like the trailer.
Mm.
Most people have made negative comments against the trailer, not because it's a bad trailer, but it does give away a lot. So even us saying stuff now, we're not really giving away some stuff, because if you look at the trailer, you're gonna kind of know
You kind of pick up on it.
what she is.
Yeah.
So
just play it and
don't watch the trailer.
Don't watch anything until you just watch the movie.
Right. Yeah, don't watch the trailer. and then it comes into that. Oh, that was a whole talk of like, how should we make a trailer? So
don't give too much away.
Don't give too much away. But I think that's what they had to do for it. I don't even the poster kind of gives you a little bit away. So they weren't afraid to
give it away.
To give it away. It shot well. The writing was good for me, for as far as comedy and horror, kind of getting in the thriller part. It all kind of worked for me. The bad parts, it may be a little typical, but again, I took that deeper dive on the AI and the ethical reasonings behind that, and just Jack Quaid being such a jerk to her, and her being like, until there's a point where it's not anymore, and then it's like, you're in for trouble. You're in for trouble, mister. So, all right. So I know we haven't done this a lot, but we got to give it a rating. What's our rating?
Yeah. Screaming Smiles.
Screaming Smiles. 5 is the highest.
Yeah.
So
and what's the lowest?
I guess, I guess you give it a 0, but that would be really bad. So 1 to 5, 0 to 5.
Yeah. I'm going to say a 4.
4. Okay. I think we both agree on this, because we haven't always agreed on the ratings, but I think
a 4. Yeah.
It came out around Valentine's Day, because these two that we're reviewing right now have been similar, close to Valentine's stuff. So I don't know if it's a date movie, but it's
if you're into horror comedy, it's total date movie.
Please watch it.
Yes.
Also, please watch us. Don't forget to watch us on our YouTube channel, the Horror Comedy Hangout YouTube channel, or any audio streaming platform. You can listen to us if you're driving to work, school, or wherever you're going. Just listen to us. We appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. We need subscribers. We need subscribers, and we need likes as well. And we really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again on the next one.
See ya.
The day I met Josh.
I'm Josh.
I'm Iris. And the second